Hi, my name is Sasha. Today I will introduce ZMOT, Ways to Win Shoppers at the Zero Moment of Truth. Starting with the question, what is ZMOT? The ZMOT refers to the moment in the buying process when the consumer researches a product prior to purchase. Since the internet has empowered people to know more about the product they're going to buy than the person selling to them, we saw that people are increasingly making these decisions at the zero moment, which is the precise moment when they have a need, intent, or question they wanted to answer online. More specifically, ZMOT is that moment when you grab your laptop, mobile phone, or some other wired device and start learning about a product or service in any context setting. It could be a winter sports fan in a skiing store pulling out on the mobile phone to look at video reviews of the latest snowboards. It could also be a young mom in her condo searching the web for the interesting details about a new guy before a blind date. It could also be a busy mom in the minivan looking up decongestions on her mobile phone on their road trip. It could also be an office manager comparing office supply costs before heading to the actual store. It could also be a student sitting in a cafe, scanning user ratings and reviews while looking for a cheap hotel in Barcelona. However, would it be surprise you to know that the interesting data that 70% of Americans now say they look at product reviews before making a purchase. 79% of consumers now say they use a smartphone to help with shopping. 83% of moms say they do online research after seeing TV commercials for the product that interests them. These surprising numbers show how consumers live and learn and make decisions today, from ratings to review sites, from friends on social media, at home, on the go. They learn and search results, user reviews, 4-star ratings, text ads, image ads, news headings, videos, and even good old-fashioned official brand websites. In the traditional marketing mental model, connecting with consumers follow a simple pattern. We create a stimulus. The stimulus in the traditional mental model includes the marketing techniques of things like watching an advertisement on television, receiving a mail out of a letterbox, seeing an ad in a newspaper or magazine. The stimulus drives the person to the shelf, usually a physical store, where they purchase the product, which is the first moment of truth at the shelf, includes the usual activities such as looking at the product package in store, reading brochure or pamphlet about the product in store, or looking at signage or displays on the product in the store as well. The second moment of truth is when the customer goes home to experience the product, and if it behaves as advertised, then the customer is satisfied. However, with the advent of online shopping, the shelf has now extended to include digital shelf experiences. What has fundamentally changed in our new model is the step from stimulus to shelf and the addition of a new step after the product is experienced. The zero moment of truth is a new mental model that describes such an online decision-making moment developed by Google to explain the changing nature of traditional marketing methods on the purchase funnel. In this way, it attempts to highlight the way digital technologies have changed mindsets to how we need approach marketing as a whole. According to Google Shopper Science study of what sources of information do people seek out with their decision when they are considering purchasing a product. Among 5,000 shoppers across 12 categories, from groceries to cars and financial products, 84% of the shoppers said that ZMOT shapes their decisions. In addition, shopper science study also analyzed the source of influence on car buyers over the length of purchase cycle. They asked shoppers, did you use search engine in your decision? How influential were search engine in your decision making? Then they turned the results into this heat map to understand what do car shoppers learn through search engine. The results were about 64% people say they look for price and 44% people say vehicle performances. Most importantly, many people were asking these questions even 4 months before they bought their car. In other words, if you are available at the zero moment of truth, your customers will find you at the very moment they're thinking about buying. Then you can personalize your message for greatest impact with each possible moment and motivation. The question is, what is driving this change? There are two factors influencing the changes to the traditional marketing model. Firstly, the internet has made the world's information available at a click of a button. We do it because it is so easy. A click of the mouse takes us to comparison of company websites, blogs, and reviews. It provides us with the quickest and possibly the most objective intelligence on prospective products that anyone could provide. A half of the buyers of technology products carry out an online search before making their buying decision. Another major influence on the zero moment of truth are the reviews that people can read online, and people make decisions based on the opinions of strangers. In reality, most reviews are good, which isn't unreasonable, as one would hope that most products perform as expected and therefore elicit a positive response. Where there is a negative response, it can also sometimes even add to the authenticity of the reviews, in that readers will now be of the review that they are more believable. So what does this mean for brands and business? With the advent of changing nature of purchase decision-making process, the growth of zero moment of truth, brands need to evolve their marketing strategies to factor in the touch points that customers go through in order to stay dominant. If we are missing these key activities, we will have lost at the zero moment, which means ultimately our stimulus will be a failure. How to win ZMOT? The first step is to make search engine optimization a priority. When someone searches for your product, be obsessive about making sure you're on the top 5 results for almost every configuration of search string someone could put together. The second step is to make sure you anticipate people's interest in your products and talk about them online. The third one is to encourage people to write reviews and testimonies on your company and its products. The last one is to make zero moment of truth the responsibility of someone within the company who will ensure that your name is on the customer's buying list from day one. So that's my introduction about ZMOT. Thank you for your time.